Today, I would like you to imagine that we are not sitting in this cold room of House of Scientists, but we will be taken away in our imagination to the courtroom. Courtroom.
It's also called the
Court.
Court, yes. Court called.
Судебная зал судебных заседаний. Courtroom. You will be presenting prosecutors or attorneys. Prosecutor, прокурор, attorney, advocate. Some of you will be witnesses of prosecution or witnesses of defense. Witness – свидетель. Свидетель обвинения, свидетель защиты. And we will try to make speeches. As usually in the courtrooms, we can hear to a lot of beautiful, wonderful speeches. And on the quality of your speech, the life and death of a person will depend. So please, when you are called to come here, you have from 2 to 3 minutes, not more than 3 minutes, and not less than a minute and a half, to present your speech addressing the jury. Jury, присяжные заседатели. All the rest in the room are jury. You will be speaking to them, trying to persuade them what you will think is good to persuade. I thought about something that is connected with New Year, and my chain of analogies was very complicated. Of course, you know that before Christmas, people in Western world, especially in America, they make gingerbread. Do you know gingerbread? Имбирные пряники, gingerbread. And there was a children's fairy tale about gingerbread man. The man who was made out of dough, out of gingerbread. And no, he didn't make gingerbread. He is gingerbread himself. Do you know the fairy tale in our country that is very similar?
Kolobok.
The little boy that was made of a dough as a bread. It's exactly the same story. It's interesting that every nation in the world has a story like this. In Mexico, for example, and in some other Latin American countries, they have the same story, but the hero is not gingerbread man, not Kolobok, but jalapeno man. Jalapeno is a pepper, very hot, very chili pepper, perчик, very hot pepper. And this little boy is a pepper, and he also runs away from his mother and father, and he meets different animals. Of course, animals are different, because in Mexico they don't have hares and foxes and bears, but they have other animals. So we will speak about Kolobok. Kolobok is dead. Kolobok, of course, in the end of the story, he was eaten by a fox. The fox is persecuted. The fox is sitting, imagine that the fox is sitting there with a guard behind her, because she ate the little Kolobok. So some of you will attack the fox and will demand from the jury, I don't know, the capital punishment or whatever. The other one will be a defender of the fox. You will defend her. You will try to find some ideas that can help people to save the fox. So think about that, and of course it is a joke, so don't take it too seriously. But take it seriously to prepare a speech. That is the main idea, to make a speech. Okay, so let's start our court. We call to the floor the prosecutor who will make a speech why we should take the fox to the court and why she should be sentenced to some punishment. And the prosecutor for today will be Eugeniy Story. Your prosecutor, yes. State prosecutor, государственный прокурор.
So I want the fox to be sentenced and something like that.
Yeah. You demand what you want.
Have you watched the court TV show?
No. Good evening, dear ladies and gentlemen, honorable jury. Today we see it. Look at this creature, please, for a few seconds at least. And now imagine that a little. We'll speak about Kolobok.
Gingerbread.
A little boy, little poor boy. He ran from his mother and father. He didn't know what to do, where to go, and nobody helped him. And this creature, I even don't know how to say in a few words. This creature, she ate him, and now she is smiling. Look at her. Just look. Why don't you look at her? And now she is very confident, and she thinks that no one that we can't do something with her. So I just ask you to be very also to be confident and to think a little bit how she made that crime. Just turn your imagination how cruel she is, this ugly red fox. And I ask you to not only to sentence her, but to make your punishment as big as possible. And in the end, I'd like to see a head made of this creature and maybe a little coat. So and I hope that you kindly and you will think and you will imagine, remember all next time, but in 10 minutes you will see the photos of this little poor boy Kolobok, and you will see how he was, and now and then I'd like you also to think about this cruel creature, and to make all we can to make the punishment as big and as severe as possible. So please think for a few minutes and make your decision right.
So, question.